Hey everyone, it's Ace back to you with another review video, talking about the new Monster Hunter movie on Netflix. To start off, what I like about the movie without spoiling too much, it's fairly short and didn't need to be long, which was great, not to overdrag the story. The use of the amount of monsters in the movie were great and displayed a nice variety throughout its runtime. The monster fights were cool, and although the animation was a bit janky for some characters, weapon uses and the mix of graphics were really nice. I played Monster Hunter World and Rise, and I say if you are a fan of Monster Hunter World, you will enjoy this movie. If I recommend over the live action Monster Hunter movie. If you want to see this compared to that, check it out. Let's talk about some spoilers. We'll have the introduction out of the way and a bit of story at the beginning. You are introduced to a few characters from Monster Hunter World and are being told the story for the rest of the movie from the hunter Aiden. To be honest, I didn't like Aiden in the world, and knowing a bit of backstory about him didn't help. The start is the hunter. The start is the hunter's hunt toward an elder dragon, and basically the characters of Monster Hunter World are going towards them. It's a little bit of in-between story, and the rest of the story after that is basically a prequel of Aiden's kind of journey, like it might be his first hunt into becoming a hunter. So at some point, you get to meet a few other hunters throughout the film, starting with the dual blade hunter, Julius. His design was cool, and I had to say this man looks exactly or straight up like Geralt from The Witcher. You see some similarities, and to be honest, if you don't know or haven't heard about the Witcher series, I would definitely recommend that. The show on Netflix about The Witcher 2, and three games, and a book series as well. But I'm not talking about that. The next hunter you meet is May. She uses the insect glaive, and I love the moments of them showing her insect move and almost had like this very own personality, which is really nice. She becomes honestly my favorite character throughout the film. I believe the hunter Indra comes next, as she's the gunner or Lobo gun. I forgot. Let's just go with the gunner. She's the gunner, which I love her design, and she has a friendship with Julius, maybe more, but you don't really get to see that, or they don't dive too much into that throughout the film. There is one last hunter with the switch axe, but to be honest, I forgot his name. He was a smithy, so that's like the black dude of the group, and I thought he was really cool. Design wise and backstory wise, they showed a little bit of him. He was like a previous hunter before, but gave up their life. You get to find out a little bit more after that, but let's talk about the main quest. The main quest of the film is that Julius meets Aiden after tracking the elder dragon on his path, and the two realize that the elder dragon is on the path to Aiden's village. Well, the villagers don't want to leave and evacuate, so the hunters have to end up taking on the elder dragon. Right. With all that out, I want to add my thoughts and a few things about the movie, because the animation was decent, and the monsters, like the fights and everything, they were so cool. But it's the facial animation itself for the characters that really get to me, because sometimes it feels off, sometimes it's good. You're sitting there looking at it like, man, I can't put my finger on it. Is this really bad, or is this like it's something decent? You know, Capcom tried. It's not like the high budget type thing, but the monster movement was really cool. Seeing them action was really nice, and the movement of like the weapons and everything, they were really good. The use of showcasing different weapons in battle was nice. The dual blade had the most scenes in Julius, and when you used them, but he didn't put too much impact in with them. You know, there were some moves that were not even shown with the dual blades. Like for example, the demon mode, or going like the full Beyblade against like the back of the monsters. Really missed the opportunity. They could have did something with that, but that could have been maybe hard, too much to animate though. I think could have been too much to animate. The insect glaive was awesome, as May displayed a fluid movement in the air and attacking with her insect. I really like to see more in the future of what they can do with the insect glaive further showcasing different moves and different like the attacks it can do with the power ups and everything. If they actually make another Monster Hunter film, definitely include the insect glaive and show us a little more. Don't be scared of animating some of those parts in the fights. The gunner, or the bow gun, had some decent moments as well. Indra was displaying heavy impact damage onto the monsters. And my favorite part about Indra, and still going in spoilers, was the process of her reloading like the paralysis ammo from what the insect glaive had gave her and gave it to her. That was really cool. You get to see her like freaking lower it up and shoot it against the monster. That was nice. And although it was a short showcase, the last hunter got to display some of the switch axe moves, transforming it in battle. That was cool. That switch axe is one of my favorite weapons in Monster Hunter. Out of the four that was shown into the movie, definitely the insect glaive took it from me. But I like the switch axe guy. The final fight was a damn well made and really brought out the tension of the heat of battle. Fighting an Elder Dragon, showing there are no pushovers and not to be taken lightly at all. My dislikes about the film are Aiden just being really annoying, messing up the plans, and being so careless. Like the facial animations being off will definitely do it for you too. The pacing was a bit fast. The events just seemed to happen and pass by as quickly, like almost too quickly. The village and the villagers they have to protect were awful, man. They should have had to evacuate, and like towards the end of it, the village even got destroyed anyway. With the Lunastra, I think that was the Elder Dragon that came with the Lunastra being there. So it's like, what the hell did we fight for? That y'all couldn't have had this evacuated. Maybe go somewhere farther in the village. You know, even if they killed the Elder Dragon there, they could have just revealed in the first place. No need to put the village in danger. Damn, that really got to be towards like that final fight. I'm like, what are these villagers doing? And then like they actually had some character deaths into the movie, which I was shook. I was shook. You know, the Monster Hunter movie, live action movie, did that with like some of the side army characters, but I'm like, they really killed some people up here. Like the Switch Axe Hunter, the black dude, he died fast. This man got barbecued. He got turned to ash. What was so funny about it, it's not really funny, but like his weapon was the only thing remaining of him. Like the weapon was the only thing. The weapon was the only thing remaining of him, and they show her, and I'm like, get out of here! What? Get out of here! And then they go off and kill Best Girl May. How the hell do you go off and kill Best Girl May? To me, honestly, my personal opinion, I would have liked to see Julius die instead of her. Only because I feel like if Julius passed on, it would have been more impactful, maybe to Aiden. But at the same time, like, May had her little journal thing, you know, and maybe Aiden was learning from that and her thing. Like, no, I didn't agree with that. I think Julius should die because he did the least amount of stuff to me. Like, May was flipping and dipping all over Lunastra, and she was just going at it, man. Her little insect was cool. I'm like, don't do this to her. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, damn, they killed my girl May. But overall, it was a good movie. I've watched it once, and I plan to give it another watch again. This is kind of like my review and my thoughts after seeing the movie. So in my free time, I'm definitely going to watch it again. But what do you guys think about the Monster Hunter movie on Netflix? I thought it was really cool, and I like to see other people's opinions about the movie. Did you like it better than the live action one? I know a lot of people are going to say they did. Even if you haven't even seen the live action, like, yeah, we're going to be way better than that. But at the end of the day, Capcom tried to try to do something new. I would expect it, if this movie does do well, maybe a series showcasing a lot more stuff for Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is way big. You can do so many things with different type of weapons, different type of showcases, armor, and characters. Hunters are fast, and this is a large number of them. So that I would like to see more about this movie. But without further ado, stay tuned for more videos coming soon. This is Asaya signing out.